Let's try this again. Go to YouTube. My channel. And apparently, YouTube hates me. So. Because I wasn't having any problem viewing that video. So like even going back on it, it's not having any problems whatsoever. So I'm going to wait and see if this one has any problems whatsoever. And it's making me angry that it bugs. So if you're watching this now, I would appreciate it if you could tell me if there's any bugs, like if you can't hear me or see me before I start like sharing. And then if it's still having issues, I don't know what to do, guys, seriously. No, go back to my channel. I'm not going to my channel. So like, apparently YouTube hated me, so it wasn't working. I don't know. Closer to the screens here. Like, before I start sharing, I just want to make sure that everybody can see what I'm doing. Because this irks me so bad, like you don't even... This person apparently was trying to watch me. Hold on, my dad's coming. Hey, Dad. That's my dad. You can see him. He's in the background. Dark. So, are we having any issues? I would appreciate it if there were no issues. Yeah, I'm still broadcasting. What the hell? There it is. Okay, so far I don't have anybody telling me what's going on. So I'm just going to stream. And hopefully it won't kill me this time. So I would appreciate that, people. Hopefully now everybody's seeing things correctly. Okay, peeps, can you see it fine? Hopefully you're all seeing it fine. I don't know. Please tell me in the chat for you if you're hearing me or not. Um, okay. Like if you're in the stream chat, go ahead and ask me some stuff. This would be much easier if I had Twitch. It would be much, much easier if I had Twitch. But I don't, so I have like a Twitch, a Twitch? In words. I can't speak English apparently. If I had like the Twitch, program thing, so I could stream, but I don't have that, and I just don't want to have to take the time to like download it. And I'm just hoping that I've lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. But yeah, just no Twitch for me until I have like a better computer. Because this is streaming on my laptop. So it's not the best quality thing like ever. I just wasted all my commentary on the other video. Sorry, I'm continuously checking my like other stream because or the stream on YouTube because I want to know if this is working or not. And nobody's telling me if it is. Like it's very frustrating. I have suddenly a YouTube thing, I mean Skype thing, and it's totally doing. Nice. Okay, she just sent me. My friend sent me a Hetalia thing. Sorry about that. Actually, she doesn't talk too much. I don't want like that to get in the way of everything. There's got one person watching now, and what I'm hoping is that someone tells me if they're seeing anything. You guys see anything? Please, if you're on YouTube, tell me. I want to know if it's having problems, even if you can't hear me. Like, if even like if you're in, I know words for this. It's like if you're here on the stream, like I know there's at least one person watching me here on the like stream here on Google Plus. Could you quickly like jump to my channel, which is KFox217 on YouTube, and see if it's streaming okay? Because I want to know if it's not. Because it's streaming fine for me, but apparently everybody else on YouTube is like, well, we don't see anything and we don't hear anything. So, and it frustrates me that other people can't see it and just Reloading that. It's like, I don't want this to suck, you know? That it already is, but you know what I mean. And then people who are seeing this just fine are probably just be like, I don't know what she's talking about. It's frustrating to me that things just don't seem to be working out, and I really want this to go okay. Because I don't try to make anything after these videos. It's not like I have a partnership with YouTube, and I don't monetize my videos because I don't do that. It's just that I want people to be able to see what I'm doing if they want to make an effort to see what I'm doing. So it's like very frustrating when it doesn't happen. And I'm sure anybody who streams or does anything probably knows the pain that I'm going through at this moment. So like it's just frustrating. I've just kind of thought, wow, that's a really crappy. It shouldn't be doing that. I'm just gonna close Skype. Maybe I'll fix some of my issues. But was this not showing before? What the fuck? Like I can't tell because like it's really hard to know when it's presenting and when it's not, and I don't know what I'm doing here on Google Plus because I never use it. So it's frustrating when I keep asking people to tell me like in the chat of either Google Plus or YouTube, and I'm not getting any feedback. It's kind of like YouTube itself, where the creators of YouTube are always screwing everybody over because they're always changing everything and like not listening to what the people have to say, and it's just ugh. Sorry, it's just kind of been a long wild day. And if you weren't seeing me before and you've just rejoined me, I'm sorry. I didn't know if it was showing or not, but because I don't know what's presenting and what's not, and it should just automatically show and not have you to click another button if that is the case. And yeah, sorry if I'm just rambling and working on things that I've probably already worked on before in this picture. I just constantly going over fixing issues with what I see. There's a lot of issues with this picture. I'm not the best artist out there. I'm just kind of doing what I can. My brothers probably think I'm crazy by now, but whatever. Hello, Mr. Vila. People on the stream, can you see anything? It'd be nice if you told me. Like, YouTube, tell me. Hopefully you're seeing this. I'm sorry if I've stopped drawing for people who are watching on Google Plus. I am currently taking a look at some of this stuff on like trying to make sure that everybody's seeing everything okay. It's apparently I don't know when mine is streaming correctly. Okay. Frustrating, frustrating, frustrating. And then I have a question. Is it like anywhere the broadcast is just the Google Plus and still have it live, or does it have to broadcast to like YouTube at the same time? Because otherwise there's an option. Sorry if I'm not wrong. If you've just joined me on the Google Plus, um, I'm just kind of looking at some other things right at the moment. I'm trying to make sure that everything's running fine, and people on YouTube are seeing it just fine. I'd like to see more comments. Google, no? Okay, fine, fine, fine by me, whatever. Like I have no viewers, but whatever. Um, this is just really frustrating for me, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry if you didn't want to hear any ranting, but just I want people to be able to see my content if they so choose to click on my content. Um, okay. um, this is not funny. I'll say. Hi viewer. Sorry, stopping real quick to take a look at YouTube. Going back to the drawing. Scratchy voice, be gone. Hello viewers. Okay, back to the drawing. Stop looking at YouTube. Okay. Let's work on something other than the like the uh, what was it? What's it called? The shadows. Let's actually look on maybe some highlights here. Which might want that more green. It's better. Ah, scratchy voice, be gone. So yeah, hello. How are you? Um, as for myself, I guess I'm doing pretty fine. Otherwise, other than the rage at the fact that YouTube isn't streaming this. Okay. And if you can ask questions if you're watching this, like I don't mind if you do. It's just that I might not catch them right away. Sorry, I'm just. It's not like I have a cold or anything, but it's my voice just doesn't want to cooperate with me today. So it's kind of scratchy and icky and whatever. Screen, luminosity, I'm gonna check. do that luminosity, but yeah. What's screen? What luminosity? Let's see. Quickly checking YouTube real quick because I'm anal retentive when it comes to checking stuff. Going back, watching, checking to see if anybody's okay. And yeah, picking up where I guess saying some stuff from last time. Quite funny where I say I hate like horror stuff. But I like aliens, like these types of aliens, not like I'm not like a huge alien fan, like a paranormal fan. And I don't like horror movies when I won't play horror games and I won't play games that pertain to aliens from Alien vs Predator or just the Alien series. But I'll watch playthroughs of it. I'll watch my brother play it. I'll just watch like horror playthroughs, and it's strange because it goes against everything I just said. So I'm know if my friends know me enough that they know that I'm really contradictive to what I say and what I do, and not like a bad way, you know. Just kind of in a weird way. Yes, that's what I'm trying to get at. Is I'm weird. I guess everybody's just a little strange and weird. Because if we weren't, that would make the world boring, you know. And no, everybody would be the same, and well, that's boring. I never label them anywhere, so I'm safe. I spend time scrolling through trying to find stuff. Checking that, checking that. Checking that. Okay, back to the drawing. Unorthodox drawing style. Never doing things I should be doing. Can't draw a shape because I'm not professional. It's funny, I get so many people who say, you can draw. And I'm gonna be like, I suck. This isn't too bad. To be really crap. Okay. Let's go back down to the luminosity layer, because that's where the layer was supposed to be on. I have a lot of tools in here, and also I'm going to apologize to everybody on YouTube. I am sorry if the quality sucks. You can see this. It is. Oh, stop this. Google thing, go away. You're in the way. It's kind of improvising. I don't know how to color this thing. Even if it's my own design. I don't know how to color it. It's my drawing. I words have been failing me today. Can't get this right. And if anybody wondering what I use for drawing, it's an Intuos 3 Wacom pad. Anyway, ask something in the chat. No, hi to viewers. Quickly checking YouTube because I need to make sure nobody commented saying that your streaming is shit or something. Okay. Going back to drawing. Quickly looking at the chat on Google Plus to see if anybody has talked. Oh, there's two things on here. So I noticed. Okay, click away. Go back to the drawing. Okay, go away. Go away. Okay. So yeah, for those on Google Plus or on YouTube, if you can see this, please if you want to ask me a question, go ahead. I'm kind of open to anything. I just might not catch your question right away. Highlighting, not even close to being done, I'm still doing highlights. Sugar on my life, back never. No, don't tell you. Random insane, I guess. I turned off Skype because earlier went off and I went, oh, Skype, why you make random noise now? Why does this have highlighting? Oh, okay, back to the scene. Zoom in. So I haven't figured out what I'm doing with half the picture. This is kind of just impromptu drawing. The creation of mine based off the original alien design that I kind of tweaked because I was going through this weird creepy drawing phase last year. Not that I find that bad. I like it. It was a lot of fun. And liking things I say I hate, like liking to do things I say I hate. My favorite things to draw are creepy objects, like this thing. And it's strange because even it's just a lot of fun to draw, I guess. Some of the darkest things I draw are some of the funnest things I've ever done. Some of the best things I've ever done, I guess. And I love exploring different categories and different art styles and oh man, my voice is so scratchy it sucks. I don't even know if you guys can hear me properly. Checking to see if there's any questions for me. No. If you always want to jump onto the group chat, if you're watching me on Google Plus, go ahead. I love to hear what you have to say. I love feedback. Not like I'm telling you you must, but you know what I mean. Sorry if you heard that. That was my dad being mad at something. Probably his game. He plays this tank wars or tank battles game. Sorry, I'm singing. I don't even know what song that is. I know a song, but oh, it's from Phantom of the Opera. Okay. I should know the song. Hi, for viewers. I have more viewers. Woo! Click up checking YouTube. Sorry if I've stopped drawing. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Um. Uh. Hold on, someone commented on YouTube. I must look at this. Hey there, YouTube works. Okay, so apparently people can see. That's nice. Okay, back to drawing. I'm going to, I guess, turn up my mic volume a little bit. Tell me if it's too loud, by the way. Whoops, that's not what I do. Cancel. It's not what I want. Cancel. Crap. How do I do this? Just, if that's too loud, please tell me. Okay? Oops. Go away, thing. I don't want you. Go away. Ah! Don't want. No. Hold on. Okay, back to drawing. Um, so, yeah, if you guys have any questions for me, I'm going to repeat this for like the 100th some time. I apologize, but if you have any questions, go ahead and ask. I might not catch them right away because I am drawing, and half the time I don't pay attention. Even though that seems contradictory to what I was just doing, like I said, I contradict myself a lot. The stream will go as long as I want it to, and either until you start having video problems again, or my internet cuts out, or like I just want to stop. I said I was only gonna probably do this for an hour until my Kindle has done it, but I'm probably going to do it until it gets like either really late or nobody's watching anymore, or yeah, like the reasons I've listed before. So, so anybody watching on Google Plus, if you want to just jump into that chat, talk to me, that'd be good. If you don't want to, that's fine too, but I'm lonely like this. I don't have any friends. Actually, I do. I just mentioned one earlier. Oh my goodness. like, I guess I could talk more about myself, which sounds selfish, but I don't really have anything to talk about anyway. I'm American. Oh my god, I'm American. Um, I'm part South Korean because my dad was born in South Korea and was adopted when he was young. So I'm a little Asian. Of course, English is my first language, just in case you wondered. I don't know why, but it's kind of obvious, even though I was complaining about not being able to speak earlier. Um, and I can't get this right. Oh my god. I am 17, I guess. I am in high school. I am a senior this year. And I take college courses. I've decided to do full PSEO this year. I just did like 17 credits last semester. And I got all A's. Woo! I took 5 classes for 17 credits, and I got all A's. Well, most of them were A's and one A minus, which was in Minnesota history, yeah. Which I'm not surprised because I kind of suck at history in general. Social studies classes I suck at. Quickly jumping between the stream and the YouTubes here, trying to catch anything that people have asked or people talking about. Um, Second live stream of 2003. I would jump into that. Someone's invited me to a stream and I can't quite attend. If you're watching this now, if I could attend, I would, but I'm streaming myself at the moment. So, unless you're going to be doing it later, I'll take a look at that, but right now I'm kind of doing this. So, sorry. Not trying to sound selfish, but I'm just kind of doing this impromptu thing that and yeah. Whoops, not what I wanted to do. That, by the way, was my old sketch. I did this last year. We did it into Psy. We kind of softly painted it and posted it to my DeviantArt. And I decided to just kind of do a redraw of this alien with a little bit more detail, kind of redesign it a bit. The tails kind of just stayed the same. Despite me kind of, I think, changing the tip of it was the only thing I really did to the tail. Yeah. I don't know what I was doing with the tail when I first designed, like, this alien. I just was kind of going, I want something that kind of resembles the alien tail. It isn't the same. And I just kind of drew something, and it turned out like this. It doesn't quite fit the rest of its design except for its back spikes, which look really fucking cool to me. Sorry if I swear. I won't try to. It's kind of not a habit, but something I do sometimes without really realizing it. And I'm talking more than I thought I would. Wow. You probably noticed it by now, but I like to go off on random tangents. But anyway, back to this alien design. I still personally feel the tail's a little busy with all the spikes and stuff, but a lot of people apparently really like the tail, so I just kind of kept it. Again, besides changing the very tip of it. And these lights actually weren't in the original, what the heck was I trying to say? Original design. But, I added them in, because I wanted the lights that were on its body to kind of convey across the tail, which I think looks pretty okay. Like, I added more, like, tubes around the neck. I'll point out things as I go that I've changed, but most of it's kind of just stayed the same. Just quick check. Both Google. I'm sorry if I jump between these two. I'm really just trying to catch any questions that people might have for me. Are you using one of those fancy Wacom tablets for this creature? Yes, indeed I am. I mentioned it earlier. I am using an old wired, yes, this one has a wire, Intuos 3 Wacom tablet. This Wacom tablet was given to me by a cousin of mine who does digital art, and I'd have to check with him, but I know he had a contract with Disney for a while. And I did mention it earlier, and it might have been in this video or the previous one, which was having all the issues. But I didn't have actually a driver for this until like earlier this year when I first got Psy, because I didn't know it needed a driver. I didn't think. I just thought mine was weird and old, so I didn't really think of it. And then I found that I could download the driver, so I did. And yeah, I've just been recently using the driver. Oh my god, can't speak. Blah, blah, blah. Driver for this, and it's been a lot of fun. Took a little time to get used to. I'm a quick learner though, so it took just a little bit to get used to the whole snapping and snap to screen thing, but it wasn't too bad. And these lights are horribly, horribly off center, but whatever. Actually, this was so old, like the wire had bent, so the connection was bad. So we had to I've had to rewire it from at the top. We had to actually rewire it twice because my dad put it in the wrong way. Yeah, that was fun. And then we had to add on a new like plug-in because the wire right next to the plug-in was frayed. So it's like twice the length of the wire it should be. And even now and again it has problems where like suddenly it will start just continuously zoom in and I'll have to unplug it and then plug it back in for it to continue working correctly. reloading YouTube so I can catch any more questions. Doesn't look like there's any, so back to drawing. I actually was kind of a mouse drawer in the beginning. It wasn't that easy. And then for a while when my Wacom pad originally stopped working, my dad told me he would get around to working on it, but for months I was without it, so I just kind of started drawing without it. It's much easier to do it with the Wacom tablet, and if you can afford one or find one, do get one unless you want to continue using a mouse, because I think mouse drawers are amazing because I can't do it very well. And then people always ask me, what does using a Wacom, Wacom tablet feel like, or just a tablet in general? Um, I like to tell them it is a lot like using a pen and pencil, only you kind of have to get a feel for it. My twin sister, yes, I have a twin, she looks nothing like me actually, couldn't get a feel for it originally. She couldn't get her arm in the right position to draw comfortably. And with the Wacom tablet, any tablet, oops, I forgot there was a slidey thing on my bar that I don't have. I never used like the extra buttons on my Wacom tablet, but like it's kind of like drawing on pen and pencil, except like once you've got the driver, the drawing area is connected to or is like snapped to each corner of your screen, and so like large swings on a small amount will give you very large strokes on the screen. So you kind of have to start minimizing and get a feel for if I do this, how long will it actually be, And it's just something you kind of learn how to get used to. It's just like everything, like it's just it's just strange. And your hand's usually like in one position because mine's got a very small screen. Like if you were to take the size that you see here, if just of a YouTube window, a standard YouTube window, it's just a bit bigger than a standard YouTube window, even though the Wacom tablet itself is larger than the actual uh, surface that connects to it. So I've got a smaller surface for drawing than a lot of people, and I just kind of got used to it as I went. And I think I've only had this tablet for maybe just like over a year. And so I still have Photoshop Elements 5.0 and 9.0, both of which I got from the cousin who gave me this Wacom tablet. As a gift actually. So I didn't have to go out and buy mine. But there was my friend, if you've ever heard of him, I'm trying to remember his name, his last name's Burnham. I think it's Josh Burnham. I don't know if you guys could tell me. He works for Marvel. He does kind of like he's like an impromptu artist drawer for Marvel, and he goes to like Comic-Con and stuff. He doesn't like Wacom pads, and I can see where he's coming from because he says they're picky, and if you mess up, you can really screw up your hand. And I can see where he's coming from. I've spent sometimes hours drawing with this thing, and I've hurt my wrist, hurt my hand, drawing for hours on end. And but I don't know any other company, so I use this tablet, and I use Wacom. I'm just kind of jumping between YouTube and this now, checking YouTube again, making sure there's no other questions. Okay, it doesn't look as if there's any questions. And I'm just going to reply to that person with, if I can, with a text so that they actually get it in case they aren't actually watching this real quickly here. So, oh, where is it? Crap, I know there was that question. Where to go? Where is it? Like, seriously. Like, oh, where did the question go? It's like a film. Um, what? Did it delete it? God, you don't need to delete your stuff. I like rereading questions. Quickly checking the group chat. Okay, nobody's in that group chat. Nobody's talking to me. I feel so lonely, but whatever. So, I just kind of, if you get used to like using a mouse and you feel like you're doing pretty good, I I guess you could try using a tablet, but I say stick with what you're most familiar with. If you're really good at doing mouse drawing, I say stick with it, go with it, you know? But it's always fun. I always say it's always fun to try new things. So if you want to go ahead and try to get yourself one, you can't find any other company because I certainly don't know anymore any other companies. Um, get a Wacom tablet. There's a couple different sizes. I don't even know if you can get an Intuos 3 anymore. Like they got some really fancy bamboo ones. And make sure you get the driver for it, because if you go a while without having the driver and suddenly you get the driver, you're gonna be way off your mark. um, so, and it's just a lot of fun, and yeah, sorry. Oh, that's actually instructions. Hold on, I'm gonna grab it again. 0 orders. Woo! I'm gonna also quick check my Kindle here and turn it off if it's fully charged. I feel like it keeps streaming for a while. Pretty sure it's fully charged. Come on, no. Close that. Cover it up there. Nope, it wants to pop down here, so whatever floats your boat. That's the wire. Adjust that and go back to drawing. Sorry if you couldn't hear me, I was a little bit away from the computer, so. Funny how much I'm rambling considering I don't usually do this, but I guess conscience of an audience, I've got to keep rambling myself because I feel like dead air is bad and I don't have any music on in the background, so it would be just kind of silent with only my heater running in the background if you could hear it, which again would be bad, but and if you're wondering what thing I'm on, I am on a laptop, and if you're wondering, it's an Aspire black laptop. I don't know what model because I'm not smart like that. It's like an Asus Aspire. It's got a lot of memory. Okay. Quickly check. Quickly check YouTube. Make sure to catch any questions. I have a thing here. Ah! Wait, I didn't see what that said. Come back. Hey, come back. Go back. Let's see if it's on there. I don't know. There was something on YouTube, but hell if I know, because I didn't see it. So, what was I talking about? Oh, my computer. But, I've had this computer for years. I mentioned that earlier. This is an interesting way to highlight. This is fun. I'm having a lot of fun with this, actually. And, quickly checking the Googles. I really don't know what to talk about. I wish someone would give me like a question or something so I can talk about something. Yeah. Just hopefully someone will just ask me a question so I can answer and talk and ramble more and completely destroy my voice. Speaking of voice, there was I think it was last year, I got this really bad cold. My mom had it and then I caught it from her. But, and exactly like my mom, I lost my voice, like, completely. Like, my friends couldn't hear me. It was like, if the longer I stayed silent, the quieter my voice got. So, like, it was like a really bad whisper, and my friend standing right next to me could not hear me. And so one of my friends, his name was Robert, he was a classmate of mine. He didn't even have the class with me, but I think it was 5th hour, I would have biology, and he would come into biology and he would be, make fun of me because he couldn't hear me, so he'd make fun of my voice. on the day I got my voice back, and this had been going on for a few days, so on the day I got my voice back, he wasn't there. So he comes in like the next day after, and he starts making fun of me of having no voice. So of course I get this great idea to get payback. So I kind of motioned him over, going, "I need to tell you a secret," and then I cupped my hand around his ear and screamed into his ear, and he fell onto the ground. And since then he has never, like, whenever I've gone, "Come here, Robert," he's just like, "No, I don't trust you." And he's been trying to get me back for it ever since, but I'm smarter than he thinks, so he can never get me back. But it was a lot of fun, and hopefully I don't catch one of those colds again. But it'd be silly, because I even had like the teachers making fun of me because I tried to answer a question and I couldn't be loud enough, and so I just wrote it on something and pointed. And so I had two of the teachers like making fun of me, but they were all in good spirits. And like so I just thought of another thing I could think of. I thought of another thing I could think of. No, I could talk about. What was it? It was teachers. I was thinking about teachers. Uh, oh man, so lost because I just had it in my head. You ever had that problem? Don't you hate that when you have like all of a sudden you want to say something and then you completely forget it, and then like later when you've finished or you're no longer talking to someone or it's no longer relevant, you remember? Like, it's so annoying. I know it had something to do with school. Um, uh, crap. Oh man, my train of thought is not here today. Quickly check the Google Hangout, see if I got any questions. Quickly check YouTube, see if I have any questions. Um, I got something. I know. That was a lot of fun. I'll ask you another question, keep you entertained. Would you rather fight? Let me see this. Let me see this. I want to see this. Would I rather fight who? Oh, would I rather fight a horse-sized duck or a duck-sized horse? Oh, okay. Okay. This is the question you hear a lot, and I personally haven't been ever asked this. Um, let me see. Let me think. Fight a horse-sized duck or a duck-sized horse? Um, I'm probably gonna go with a duck-sized horse because horses, while powerful, aren't too threatening when small like that. Like, they can still be threatening, but I'd rather fight a duck-sized horse. Depends on the size of the duck, actually, but still, you know. Because I've seen some really vicious ducks. Like, we went to a place called Camp Chaminade. For anybody who lives in Minnesota, they should know where that is. So our school had this annual thing where we go to Camp Chaminade, and there was a large trumpeter swan. This thing was huge. He was like half my size, if not over half my size, and I'm only like 5 foot, just only like 5'1". And he was down on the beach, and he was chasing like everybody off the beach, and we were telling everybody to avoid it because he was there at that time. And so these boys, they thought they could go and harass this swan, and they came screaming back up the hill a couple minutes later. The kid's shirt was torn and everything, and apparently what had happened, according to some girls who were watching, was they had gotten way too close to the swan and they jumped him and started like tearing at him, and like pecking at him, and they just like managed to get away, and so everybody stayed off the beach for the rest of the day. So I don't want to rather not be either eaten or attacked by a horse-sized duck because I've already seen how vicious just some things are. Even if it wasn't like a swan, they are vicious. Some ducks can be vicious. Um, trying to reload this. Um, check to see if I have any more questions. I'm gonna see if I can remember like that thing I was going to. Let's say no. Let's say there's 100 duck-sized horses or one duck-sized horse. Standard horse. Okay. Well, horse-sized duck. Oh, 100 duck-sized horses. I'm gonna go with the horse-sized duck. Then, if I was going to do that, if I could manage to get a bow and arrow and take that thing down, because I don't want to have to deal with 100 things. You know, that'd be quite annoying. Unless I had like a bat. Like, I don't condone animal abuse, but just thinking about whacking all these horses that are duck-sized just across the field would be hilarious. But not 100 of them. I'm not that strong. I'm like really petite. Like I said, I'm like, for those who jumped on stream didn't hear earlier, I'm only like 17, but I weigh like, is it, last time I checked, 112 pounds. And I'm only like 5 foot. And so I actually need to lose some weight. I'm starting to get a little chubby. Not really, but my mom says I'm being a little chubby around the edges, so I should exercise more. And I never exercise, so it's like a miracle I've made it this long without gaining any weight. Because like last year I weighed like 105 pounds, so I need to exercise a lot more. I don't exercise. I hate exercise, which is why I was actually kind of sad that I didn't have gym last year. Now I'm going off on a tangent. I'm still trying to figure out what I was going to talk about. For teacher related. Oh, I'm trying to think. I know I mentioned science, my friend Robert, not having my voice. I've taught my friends some evil things. I knew it had something to do with my teachers, but I can't remember. Like, oh man, it's gonna bug me. Like, so bad. It's gonna bug me, like, so bad. Um, let me think. Mm, oh, so bad. Uh, teachers, biology, teachers, using voice. I guess I could just talk more about school. I've had some pretty good times in school. I've also had some pretty bad times in school, but hey, it's school. You're never gonna get away from it. Like, uh, I guess I didn't have any really bad teachers. We had, this one teacher named Mrs. Emberg, who nobody seemed to get along with except for me, because I was a goody two-shoes, apparently. Not that that was a bad thing, but she was at least, like, okay, if you forgot your pencil, that was like the death of you, because she was very adamant about everybody had to have their pencil, everybody had to have their homework. But I guess I always had my notes done. I always had my pencil. I never missed anything. So at one point, if when I told her I didn't have my homework at this point, and she let me off the hook, which she wouldn't have done with like anybody else, which was completely insane. This looks so strange. I should shade that correctly. But or like we had a English teacher named Mrs. Sibizar, and she was crazy. Like not like insane, but she was weird in a good way. And like some people hated her, some people loved her. She was like glucose intolerant, so she always had like she always had like coffee and glucose free snacks. And I was always giving her stuff, so she really liked me. She always called me doll, but she hated my classmate Adam. And every time he did something wrong, just the smallest thing wrong, he got reported to the principal. She just like hated him. Uh, but she was weird. She was fun. She was goofy. I had a biology teacher named Mr. Kaufman who still works at the school, and I love him. Like he's fun loving. He's energetic. It'll be sad when he has to retire, but he's got a great sense of humor. And I love the one thing that he did. Like he knows when you would do homework. Like he gave you these huge amounts of homework that were worth 50 points each. Like all these pieces of homework that were turned in at the same time. Like I did like paper part of the packet and like did nothing else. Most like more than half that was blank. So we get our things back, and I have 50 out of 50. And my friend Cheyenne, who had done all of it, had less points than I did. So we asked him, "Why was this?" And he says, "Because Katie does all her work, and you always sit there talking all day." And so he always gave you points if you knew the material. So it might seem unfair, but I thought it was strange, but it was a lot of fun. And some people, like one of my sisters doesn't like him, but it was just a lot of fun. He was a fun teacher. I wish I had him again. Checking YouTube here quick to see if I have any more questions. I should really update my banner. Commenter. Why would you choose it then? I'm taking a look at this comment. Daniel Horse said that would be terrifying. I'd still choose it too because it's where you get the challenge. Yes, challenge is always fun. As long as it's not too challenging, I guess, if it's in my bounds. Um, I'm still trying to figure out what I was going to say last time. Like, I know I've gone off on a tangent of teachers, but I know that's not what I was trying to say. I have, like, no inkling of what I was going to say, and I usually do. Like, oh, crap. Oh, crap. Let me think. I don't want to like think too hard because I'll just go silent and then there'll be like nothing to hear, which would be boring. Um, I guess I could run into something else that I like to do, which is watch anime. If anybody of you who watch anime here are fans, like hi. I wouldn't say I'm an otaku. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong because I suck at Japanese. But Uh, but I've watched. I recently updated my list of watched or mostly watched anime. Like anime, I've almost watched completely to the end. And it's topped like over 102 now, and it's crazy because I've only been, I think, really getting into watching the series. Like I think, uh, I, I'm trying to think. I've been here for like 9 years. I think no, 8, 7, 8, maybe 9 years. Um, and I recently got back into it. Not recently. I think only really been getting into it since. Oh, I don't know. I think 7 years ago. I'm not sure really. I started getting back into it in fourth grade, so that definitely was like 8 years ago. Because what happened is I used to love. Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh was my first anime, and Yugi slash Yami was my first anime crush. And I'm not afraid to say this. Okay, my other first crush was probably Link from A Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, adult Link. Now that I look back on his old sprite, I was just like, what the heck was I thinking? But anyway, back to Yu-Gi-Oh! And I found this Yu-Gi-Oh book we had, and I started reading it, and I literally started crying because I missed the series so much. So like, um, I started watching it again, got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And then my friend Evie tried to show me an anime called Inuyasha, for any Inuyasha fans out there. And this was strange because when I finally went around to watching it, the beginning was nothing like I remember. Like, I don't know what version she had, and I've never seen this version since. But like, it was like different. I remember Inuyasha jumping through a tree, and like the well wasn't in the shrine; it was like out in the open, and it was like strange. It was weird. The top shirtless like centipede lady was still there, but I remember just the opening being different. Like even Evie, when I re-showed her the beginning episode, she didn't even recognize it because it was different than what she had known on DVD. Um, and but I got into that, and then I started watching another one called Ranma Half, which was done by the same person who created Inuyasha. Inuyasha. Wow, my voice and my can't speak. Ooh, just finished Steins Gate. Okay, I've been meaning to watch Steins Gate, but I haven't really been getting into it. Like, I watched the first episode. I watched part of the first episode, and J. Michael Tatum, who plays the main character in the English version, and yes, I listen to the English dubs. I don't have a problem with English or subs. Sometimes I prefer the subs, sometimes I prefer the dub. But Tatum was recommending Steins Gate, but it's been really hard to get into for me because I'm not that sci-fi fan, not a big sci-fi fan. Um, So I've been meaning, it's on my list to watch. I'm still trying to watch it. I'm gonna watch it someday. I'm gonna watch the entire series. I just haven't gotten around to watching it like religiously. And I'm hoping I'm getting into it because I hear it's a really good series, and there are very few series out there that are really good. But anyway, back to Round the Half. So I watched Round the Half, which I'm sad that not a lot of people know, even though it's by the same person who created Inuyasha. And then there's like, oh, I'm trying to think. Then I got into like, what was it? Uh, Rurouni Kenshin. I don't know. No, it was Samurai Deeper Kyo. I don't know if that was the third one I got into. I just started watching. a ton of different shows. Like Battle Beat 'em On I came across, which was strange if anybody ever remembers that show. Digimon I used to watch when I was younger. I haven't rewatched that series yet, and I need to rewatch Zoids because my eldest brother Brian really loves Zoids, and I found the entire series for him. And I even got him like a white liger, because I found it at a garage sale, and I told him I'd get him anything like Zoid related. So he has that now because we used to have that Zoid when we were younger. Oh, we were such nerds. But anyway, like, and just some weird shows. Like I watched Samurai Deep Kyo, and I instantly got hooked in it when I heard Dan Green's voice in it. Because, you know, Dan Green, part of my childhood, one of the best English voice actors out there, in my opinion. And apparently a lot of people's opinions. But, um, wait, going back to that question, were you asking me, like, were there any good anime? Oh, I know some people don't like English dubs, and that's fine. I just hate it when people start, like, bashing English dubs. It's like, they're doing the best they can. Like, the original ones, I can understand how bad they are. Because they didn't have, like, actual voice actors. But, any good animes recently was the question before. It depends on the genre, but if you haven't seen No Game, No Life, and you're old enough to like watch PG stuff, go watch that. That is a really good series. If you can get past the second episode because of the freaking fan service, it's a really good series. It's really inspirational. In my opinion, it was really good. In a lot of people's opinions, it was really good. And when I first heard about No Game, No Life, I was really excited. I really wanted this to be a good series, and it was. It turned out to be pretty damn good. Um, uh, I guess you guys all heard of like Sword Art Online, the newest like Gangan Online. I watched Gangan Online, a majority of it, and it's better. I have some qualms with the first season and with the second. I don't hate Sword Art Online, and it gets so much hate, you know, like the animation's fantastic in Sword Art Online. Uh, or some people might not like the anime. That's their opinion, and this one's mine. And I like the storyline for the first one. I had a bit of an issue with the more fan service that happened in the second season, and the fact that Kirito just was up and killing people without giving much thought to it. Like I understand how, but to be that cocky and to not, if he had just hesitated the first time he was gonna kill someone, I wouldn't have so much an issue with it. But my argument is just that he could have just hesitated because he just went. It's like, yeah, he knows it's not like SAO, you're not everybody's gonna die, but even in the beginning, he got freaked out because he unchecked the logout box because, you know, Sword Art Online, he couldn't log out. So if he had just slightly hesitated with that first killing somebody, I would have been happier with the series because he just went from SAO into a completely new one, and it showed when he freaked out about not being able to log out. So, um, and Attack on Titan. Okay, Attack on Titan gets a lot of love and a lot of hate. I'm going to tell you this now. It's for what it is. Attack on Titan is okay. I know that a lot of people say the storyline sucks, but you know what? I've seen crazier and less, like less sensual, like crazier storylines than that. But for what it is, Attack on Titan, if you've never seen like Blue Exorcist or heard the music for Blue Exorcist has some great music, and the sound direction was done by the same guy who did Attack on Titan. So Attack on Titan has some fantastic music. I love some of their music, and it has some beautiful art and some beautiful animations. But its biggest downfall is its story pacing. I am really like patient with slow storylines, but I got bored with Attack on Titan by episode 15. And I know that I even talked to some of my friends, and one of my friends even said that, and I quote, that she was actually hoping for some Titans to show up because it was just like kind of boring at that point. And um, like I also have a problem with Aaron's character. I think a lot of people have a problem with Aaron's character because about 5 episodes in, I understand like the whole almost getting eaten by a titan thing is kind of traumatic. But what happened to the kid, you know, who was saying, we're gonna kill and beat all the Titans. We're going to be victorious. Where was this like hot-headed spunky kid um who made that speech, you know? Like, where did he go? And like, I give him props for standing up to the council. And like another thing people have with wrong with the series is, I guess, some of the characters. Like, freaking Armin has better character development than Eren has, and even better than Mikasa. Mikasa has like no character development. Like, all she does is like, okay, I guess she does. I haven't really seen too much of the series, and I haven't read the manga yet. Um, but all she does is kind of like obsess over Eren, and I get that he saved your life when they were younger, but seriously, girl, stop. Like, could you not? Could you stop obsessing and get some character development? Um, and I like Levy's character though. I think a lot of people like Levy, and I'm kind of going on a tangent, not really answering your question here. But I'm just kind of going off on a tangent and talking about Japanese people and their quirky noises. I'm sorry, I took the YouTube for a quick second there. Um, it's like, yeah, not everybody hates like the English dubs, but I know like there are some really big haters out there of the English dubs, and it's like, guys, the English voice actors are doing their best. Okay, they're doing with what they have. So it's just, if you like the Japanese dub, fine, but you need to bash them all the time. Sure, I don't like it, but have some respect for the people who work their ass off, you know? Like, the original ones didn't really have good voice actors because they weren't voice actors, they were radio people. So they didn't have good voice acting. And so, but nowadays they've been doing pretty good. And while some people say that, well, the voices don't match the characters, well, there's only a very small amount of people they can use. Companies only get so many people. Like, Funimation doesn't have every voice actor available to them. And it's very rare when people say, well, why don't you use like actors, like actual actors, like the ones we have? It's very rare for an actor who does stage acting to be able to do really good, like, voice acting, because they're used to acting out in front of an audience, and now it's just their voice. There are some exceptions to this, like, I know um, Robin Williams, bless his soul, uh, was a very good voice actor because he put like everything into what he was doing. He was a fun guy, and so it kind of showed through all his roles. Um, the guy who did Olaf in Frozen, I don't know his name. He was pretty good, but he was also a comedian. So, and all his lines were improv too. Oh, I can't think of another person. If you guys got another person, throw it at me. But it's really rare to get like some really good voice acting out of just plain actors. You know what I mean? Like, you can get some, but it's not to call you get some of them. Like Vic Mignogna, if you've never seen like Ouran High School Host Club and it's dubbed, he plays Tamaki, and he plays Edward Elric in Fullmetal Alchemist, and Ed in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and just everything there. He's a pretty good voice actor. I love him. I love his spunk. I love how energetic he is. Um, like, and there's just some people hate the dubs, some people like it. I just say, love it or hate it, you just gotta give the voice actors credit. They're just doing what they can, okay? They're just doing as well as they can. It's just like someone, your crap sucks, and not taking into account that you're doing as best as you can at this point. I'm checking YouTube here quick. Come on, YouTube. Load for me. I need to know if there's questions. Okay, but going back to, is there any good anime currently? I personally am watching something called Atatsuki Yona, or Yona of the Dawn, on Hulu, and I had been waiting for this to come out. And I didn't expect this to come out as an anime, but I had read the manga, and it came out as an anime, and I love this manga. Yona, the main character of the series, the main female character, is actually a good female heroine. Heroine. It sounds like I'm talking about the dog, but it's heroine. And well, it's like, well, what makes her different than a lot of, the heroines out there? They start out as good characters, but they kind of suck. Like, I guess Karome, but who wasn't that good of a character in my opinion, and apparently a lot of people's opinions. But Yona is a princess. Oh my god, yes, kind of bad start for Yona. And her dad dies, of course, of Hack, her childhood friend, her protector, more or less, kind of whisks her way. And as they're climbing up the mountain, yeah, she's kind of that down girl, can't get over the whole, oh my god, my dad was killed by a person I really loved type of thing. But she begins to man up. There's a point in the series where she's kind of a wimp, but there's I think it's episode 2 or 3, where Hack's about to like be pushed off this cliff because they've been just chased down by the Fire Clan. Oh my god, what happened when the Fire Clan attacked? Or when the Fire Band attacked. But and she's like, she runs up this guy. This guy's about to shoot him with an arrow, and she runs out of her hiding place and pushes him off the cliff, and then turns around and without even shaking or quivering, she tells the guy who's leading him, tells him off, doesn't back down when he makes moves toward her. She even grabs his like freaking sword and jumps down the cliff and starts swinging it at the guys who are trying to kill Hack and push him off the cliff because he's just about to fall off the cliff. And she's trying to save him, and she's like, "No, I'm not gonna let you die." And she's not even crying. She's this resolve of hers. She gets her resolve, and while her dad, the emperor, did not like let her learn weapons, she tells Hack, you you must help me, teach me how to use a weapon. She learns how to use a bow, and she's like, she originally begins to complain about it, and he tells her how like if this were at if this were at the castle, it would make her shoot 50 shots an hour, 200 shots or something a night. And she gets up in the middle of the night and is always practicing. She even manages to kill a person in like cold blood later on in the series. That's kind of spoilers, but not. I don't think he actually dies. I don't remember. Um, but and like and this medicine person who they begin to travel with tells her early on in the series that, or like I think 6th episode, that you've never said thank you to them, or like have you even tried to think about what is going on? And she says, I don't know anything. I'm a stupid princess. Please teach me. She kind of mans up. She's actually a pretty good character for female characters. I can't tell much more because it still spoilers the series. But if you've never read Akatsuki Yona the manga, or watched Yona the Dawn, please go and take a look at it. It's coming out as a very good series so far, and she's also a clueless princess. But when has that ever been there? Not been there. Hack's a fun character. Um, just all the characters in general are really fun. Um, and then other good animes, there's the Irregular at the Magic High School. Tatsuya really reminds me of Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh, but he's not like that big of an ass. He's really calculating. I think it's just the way he looks. It's a fun series. I can't really tell. It's about magic and magicians and high school. Duh. Go look it up. Irregular at the Magic High School. It's a lot of fun. I'm trying to think of some of the ones that have been coming out. Um, I'm trying to think of some really good ones. There was Katana Katiri, which is um about this guy who doesn't wield a sword but was taught a type of martial arts that makes him into a sword. He travels around with this girl. It's a 12-episode series, I believe. Travel around with this girl who are collecting these 7 swords, and it's one of the series that actually made me cry. And I have this like disconnect with emotions, so if it made me cry, guys, it's a really good series. The very last episode just made me like, I think the last 2 episodes made me really cry. And let me think. What else? Uh, uh, if you liked Inuyasha, go check out something called Kami-sama Kiss. I read that as a manga before. And then it came out as an anime, as I was finding out, and I really liked it. I think that it's getting a 2nd season now. I'm excited for it. And what's funny is they dubbed it without me knowing, and they actually put Tatum as Tomoe. But I'm on a tangent here. You won't know who Tomoe is until you actually watch the series or read the manga. But I should stop highlighting and just continue on with. Actually, no, there's some things I could probably do. And then trying to think here, guys. It's really hard. Tokyo Ghoul, if you're into kind of the creepy stuff. I don't get into a lot of the creepy stuff, but Tokyo Ghoul I absolutely adore. It's getting a second season, and I'm hyped. Like, for real, I'm really hyped for Tokyo Ghoul season 2. And then there's like, I'm really trying to think here, guys, because I have to go through like, if you want to be confused and go, what the hell just happened? If you've ever known of a series called, um, what was it? It was Ayakashi Samurai Horror Tales, and know the medicine seller from that series. There is a series called Mononoke, a 12 episode series that I absolutely adore, but kind of makes me go, what the hell just happened? You know? Like, you won't know some of the things if you have never watched Ayakashi Horror Tales. Like, I had to go back and watch the last couple episodes for the medicine sellers to understand what one of the girls was talking about Cat Spirit. But that was a really fun series. Kind of left me going, what the hell just happened at the end of it? Um, I'm trying to think of series I'm looking forward to coming out. Oh crap! I'm trying to think here. Really looking forward to. Oh, there was something that was being made into an anime. Oh man, guys, you don't. If you're looking for a good manga, go look up something called Itsuwari Bito Utsuo. It's about a kid who's basically a ninja. You just need to go look it up. By the way, it's got a lot of gore scenes in there, like really some you wouldn't be expecting it, but some really hardcore gore scenes in there. So you really need to, you've gotta be uh, like very strong stomach and kind of okay with it to watch it or read it. Sorry, it's not being made into an anime. I'm gonna quickly check the Hangouts and then quickly check YouTube, checking the answers. I've heard so many series I could recommend. There's one called, well, Rurouni Kenshin. If you've never seen it, go watch it. Oh, what's this? Something about don't you dare. I'm going through story. I won't take the stream offline, I promise. But what else? There's like, by the way, isn't there like a time limit on this thing? It's like maybe 3 hours. Anyway, there's so many things. Go watch like Black Bullets if you've never seen it. I like that series. It's kind of weird, but when isn't anime weird? If you've never seen, what was it? Cuticle Detective Inaba. That series is just kind of strange and crazy, and just like uh kind of a fun, non-sensual, I don't care what's going on type of series. Um, it's or a series called Supernatural Detective Nero Nagami or Meijin Tente Nagami Nero, and that's about a demon. If any of you have seen Black Butler, who is basically a detective, and he's quite insane. He might creep you out in the beginning. It creeped my friend like Christina out, and then she completely fell in love with him. And the series. Um, what else is there? There's like, oh, let me think. If you've ever seen Magi, I guess that's a good series. What was the one I was thinking of before? Damn it! Oh, Black Blood Brothers. God damn, nobody's really seen that series. And I love that series. It's about vampires, but if you're not into vampires, that's fine. But I love that series. Nobody knows this thing is like lacking fan art. That is how much nobody knows the series. And I absolutely love this series. It's sad that nobody knows it. And like, what other series out there? I think Kobato was a really good series that made me cry over and over again. Her just recommend to you guys. And I try to take like everything I watch in stride. Like I never judge it too harshly, so I don't hate any anime I watch. I just kind of watch it and then move on to the next one, which sounds bad, but I like series. I can fall in love with series. The series I didn't enjoy as much, but I completely fall in love with some series and just give every series you hear about, if you hear anything about the series about how it sucks or anything, disregard anything you've heard and just go and watch it. And try not to take anything you've heard and judge it based on that. It's like how Attack on Titan got so much hate because there were like any hyped series like a Sword Art Online, Attack on Titan, like any series, even real life series on actual TV, separate from this, where people who love the series absolutely adore it, the biggest fans out there talk about it, how it's so amazing, you know? And then when people go with such high expectations and they find out the series isn't as good as they thought, or to them it wasn't as good as they thought, they start hating on it. And that's when you get people, when series get so much hate. It's sad because some series don't deserve so much hate. Like, yes, Attack on Titan has its flaws, but does it really deserve as much hate as it gets? Like, sure, so some people might suck, but what sucks about it? The story pacing probably. Some of the characters probably. Does the art suck? No. Does some of the music suck? No. Does the animation suck? No. The lighting in that show is fantastic. It does not deserve as many, like, haters as it has. You know what I mean? So just, when you ever watch something, just disregard anything you might have heard about it. Like, if it's become really popular, just don't listen to people. Make your own opinion of it. You know? Sorry if I kind of really went into that, but I'm really quite adamant about this. Where everybody just seems to hate on it. It's like, even if you have those opinions, just make sure you have something to back it up. Okay? Like, I always like it when people can back up why they dislike a series or why they hate it so much. But when you hate it just because it wasn't as good as you thought, like, why does the series deserve that much hate for it, you know? Like, it wasn't as good as you thought. So the story wasn't as good as you thought. Does the series require that much hate? Does the art require that much hate? Does you know? So it's just yeah. I can't really say anything without repeating myself anymore. Um, but and then moving on, it's just uh, let me think. Number 6. If you have never ever seen Number 6, oh my god, like, this is a series I personally adore. And on my channel, I do have the Greg Ayres panel, and I'm sorry for the quality on that thing. But I talked to Greg about that series because he voices the main character, Shion. And I asked him, what did you think of Number 6? And he said he absolutely adores it. He even says it in the panel because I got first question, how much he loves that series. And I personally adore that series. And it's different than a lot of the animes I have watched. And I've watched a lot, guys, remember. And it's just different. It's dark. It's got some fun characters. If you're a lover of Shakespeare, Rat, or Nezumi in Japanese, who is the other main character, does Shakespeare. He recites Shakespeare. Um, he's a lot of fun. I just quite adore Rat in that series. And it's only 12 episodes, which is sad, but um, and like even as Greg said, if you're not a fan of yaoi, you can just pass off the kisses as bro kisses. It's not to spoil anything, but um, it's just a good series. Go watch it, like, seriously. Because even I didn't want to watch it originally, and then I got into it and I watched it. Um, oh crap, that scared me. I think he knocked into the wall. Um, like, what else is there? Uh, Shiki. Oh man, if you've never heard of Shiki, or if you've seen just a clip of Shiki, that's one of the shows that sent chills down my spine. Like, I even knew what was coming for me. And it, if you've never seen like clips of Shiki, I would not like advise going to watch any clips of Shiki because you're going to get turned off of it right away if you do. Just know if you don't like creep factors or really creepy, disturbing things, like not that disturbing, but there's some disturbing stuff that goes on in the show. Trust me, like the anime panel, there's a What's That Anime panel at Minneapolis this year, and the first clip they showed was a clip of Shiki, and it would recommend anybody watching if you wanted to get into the series. Was of this girl, I think it was Mayu, I don't remember her name. She's just got pitch black eyes, but like her entire eyes are black, even the whites, and just these red in between. And she's in this Lolita, like thoughtfully dressed, and she's under this bed, where the main character is sleeping like right next to this bed, and she's like peering out upside down from the bed, and she kind of like with these creepy sound effects slithers up from under the bed and just like sits up, stands up, kind of levitating, and just cracks her headboard and turns around all this creepy puppet style. And it was not made the entire crowd go oh, and they go oh, and like they go, well, you guys know what that show is? Everybody goes, Shiki, you want to know what it's about? No, it just know that it's got some really creepy things. I love the series because it made me creeped out, and that's kind of hard if no series has creeped me out thus far. Like I even knew it was coming from me, but she's walking, like there's a scene where she's walking down the huts. The I think it's the road, and she's saying something and she's being creepy, and it sent chills down my spine. I've been watching the entire series. I've watched the majority of it, never got around to watching the rest of it. Ghost Hunt's the same way, I guess, not as creepy. Trying to think. I watched Tales of Symphonia because I watched the game and got completely addicted to Kratos. And so I like Tales of Symphonia. By the way, I also just ordered Tales of Vesperia, and I'm so super hyped to go and play that game. But what else is there? There's like, seriously, guys, just like if you want to know all the animes I've watched, like find me on DeviantArt, which is KatieFrog217 at DeviantArt, and look through my journals, and there will be a list of anime I've watched. And just scroll through that, because I can't name every anime I've watched, because I will end up forgetting one, and then hating myself later because I forgot it. So, anyway, moving on. Does anybody have any questions? Now that I've gone on that tangent about anime. Like, oh man, I can't believe I talked that long about anime. It's been a while since I've done that. Or like Trinity Blood, or sound like see or I don't know, guys. Just so much out there to watch. And sorry, I'm checking YouTube again. No questions? No? Okay. But I didn't know what to talk about now that I just went on a tangent about anime. See, dead air never does any good for people. Like, seriously. I need a drink, hold on. Ugh. It's like 11:02 here. Might stream again tomorrow for anybody watching this, but I'm probably gonna stay up a little bit longer. Which is funny because I said that like 2 hours ago, but let's see. Does anybody have any questions for me? Because I'm honestly without anything to do, anything to talk about. Sorry, checking YouTube again. Anybody got questions? No? Yes? Please? Please? I guess I could voice my opinions about like games. So my brother was talking to me about how he got what was it? Omega. Oh no, it was like was it? Is that Omega Ruby or is it? And I'm an Emerald player, guys. I played Emerald. I still have my Emerald game, and I'm Not sure what to think about these new ones. Like, it's more or less they took the game and fancied it up. And I hate the fact what my brother was telling me about how the leveling has changed. I hate what they did with that. And that's not the color I wanted. I hate what they did with that. I seriously do. Because Emerald, Ruby, and Sapphire was challenging. That's what I loved about the game. Like, you could complete a good half the game, but once you beat your dad, spoilers, oh my god, once you beat your dad, you couldn't get to the other half of Hoenn without like finding HM Surf, and sometimes you didn't have it right away. You had to go looking for it. And I love the difficulty of it's like sure that's a barrier, but I loved the difficulty of Emeralds. Like I still haven't even gotten one badge on the Battle Frontier, which is frustrating as all hell. And like even the Sky Pillar frustrated me. And now the leveling system just kind of makes it not as fun anymore. Because one of the fun things I like to do is sit there and train my Pokemon for hours on end until they're like 10 levels above what they should be, and levels above the gym leaders, which is always a good idea nowadays, guys. Um, and the map's practically the same. Practically, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Practically the same. So I know the layout of the game. So once I get to the game, I'm getting like Sapphire. Once I get the game, it's just gonna be me playing basically Emerald all over again, except it's Sapphire, and I only have to deal with Team Aqua this time, and not both. And I like the fact that I have to deal with the fact that Steven's gonna be the champion in this one because he wasn't in Emerald. Um, and I don't like the flying thing because stuff. And I heard that you can get like Latias and Latios really early in the game, which is stupid because you can only get it in the originals once you've beaten like everything. You had to beat like the Elite Four and like everything, and then you would go like you'd wake up at home once you started again, and your mom would ask you what was on the TV, and you go looking for Latias and Latios after that. And you could go catch Rayquaza and Groudon, and or I'm talking about this for Emerald, but and you'd go and track down like a Kyogre and Groudon, and you could go and get the Reggies, and you could spend hours looking for Relicanth. Like that was frustrating. It was fun because it was hard, and I'm not sure just how to feel about it anymore. And welcome back. What's your favorite Kevin Bacon movie? Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon. Oh, I'm not good with names. And why is it? Kevin Bacon. Let me go and look him up because I don't remember. Yeah, Kevin. I spelled his name wrong. Kevin Bacon. Movies? Kevin Bacon movies? I don't know. Let me look. Kevin Bacon. I guess, I don't know. uh, Probably just X-Men First Class because I don't really watch a lot of like movies, especially with like Kevin Bacon in it because I just don't watch a lot of movies in general. Um, and I'm saying that one because that's the only one I can really think of right at this moment. So yeah, that. um, Personally, Kevin Bacon's not my favorite actor. Um, but anyway, going back to like Omega Sapphire, and then I had this thing where they were putting Mega Evolutions in there, and I was like, but Professor Sycamore in like X and Y said that Mega Evolutions only happen in Kalos, and they're going to have to change that if they want to stay consistent, you know? So that's what I think about the new games. So It's just gonna be like playing the game all over again, except with new shiny graphics. I'm checking YouTube again. Sorry about all this. Ah, Tremors is the correct actor. I've never seen Tremors, as far as I know. I don't watch a lot of horror movies. If that's a horror movie, if it's not, it's because I don't watch movies. I might like Alien AVP, but I don't like horror movies. Yeah, there's something for you to ponder over. Um, but and then games I'm excited for coming out. Probably Bayonetta 2. I've never played Bayonetta, but I've seen playthroughs of it, and that's freaking fun. I want to play it like so bad, but I don't have a Wii U, so I could technically get it for like Xbox, but I just spent some of my money on like Tales of Vesperia, so and I will tell you what, my favorite movies. Call Me Sappy would probably be P.S. I Love You. What else is there? Howl's Moving Castle, Summer Wars, How to Train Your Dragon. I'm not sure how to feel about Aragon, so I'm not gonna put that one in there. Well, Aliens vs Predators, Riddick, the second movie. Um, what else? Uh, so I can think of it off the top of my head. I need colors to keep white, but whatever. And then I could guess I could talk more about myself. I play piano. I've been playing it for 3 or 4 years. Um, and I wanted to play the harp. That was my main goal since I was young, was to play the harp. I never thought I was actually going to play like the piano or anything. It just kind of happened out of the blue, like most of the things that happened. That's not what I wanted to look at. I guess it was this thing adding to my circles. Let me just check to make sure that was nothing on us, like a comment I missed. What do you use to draw? Name of the app. I use Paint Sai, and it's a Japanese app. It's actually right up in the left-hand corner, top left-hand corner. It's called Paint Sai. What you gonna do? Well, I'm not surprised with Kevin Bacon just because I never watched really any movies. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. All right. Back to this thing. It's just like I don't remember real life actors very well, so my mom could say more about real life actors. Oh my god, can't speak. I know Gerard Butler. The most I know about actors is voice actors, so I could tell you more about voice actors than I can about the real actors, because I'm more of an anime person. Um, as for like let's say favorite music, I am a fan of like classical music. Beethoven is one of my favorites. Like Moonlight Sonata is one of my favorite songs. It used to be like Fur-Elise. Um, I like pop sometimes. I like some country. I like dubstep if it has really nice drops. Um, like I really like the really deep drops. So I don't listen to a lot of like dubstep though. Um, what else is there? I like K-pop. I like some. I like some K-pop. I like J-pop a little bit. Well, duh, I watch like anime, um, but just kind of country pop. Not a huge country fan, like, but I listen to country on and off. Some pop. I was a big Queens fan. When I was young, I was a huge Queen fan. I was in kindergarten, they were my favorite band. So I know many of their songs, if not by heart. I know, at least I can name them. If you were to play like a part of it for me, uh, I would probably be able to tell you. Um, like my favorite being out of that is like Bohemian Rhapsody and like Bicycle. Um, let's see what else was it. I like a little bit of the Eagles. Hotel California is like the only song I know from Eagles. I like Shooting Star from Papa Roach. I like some really old songs like Under the Boardwalk by the Drifters. Um, I like Green Day a little bit. Like what was the song? I think it's I don't know. I can't remember. Was it Green Bay who did Boulevard of Broken Dreams? And I also know I know they did this one. I like what was it? Crap. The Saints Are Coming is another one of my favorites. Um, what else? Wow, I can't really think. Um, I'm just gonna copyright it now. Can't really. I don't know. So many old songs. Like I used to love Barry Manilow. Like Copacabana is one of my favorites of his. Um, trying to think here. So many things to rack my brain about. Um, I don't know. Probably think some up later, and then whack myself for not remembering them. But whatever. Checking the YouTubes, checking the Hangout. Quiz time. Oh, without looking it up, who is the voice actor for Calcifer and Howl's Moving Castle? That I do not know, and I should. And that's going to bug me for the rest of the night. You know that, right? Like I should know who voiced Calcifer, but I don't. My friend Christina could probably tell me. Unfortunately, I don't have Skype up. Like, I mostly follow like the anime voice actors, and I try to pay attention to what they do in movies, but it's going to bug me now. I am going to look this up. I've already failed this quiz though. As well look it up now. Should have known that. God. Whoops. Fail. Oh man. I should have totally known that too. I love Calcifer though. He's a great character. And then Turnip Head was too, without even talking. He was a great character. Archie, where's my paint one? No, that's not what I want. I failed. I'm sorry about that. I was just like, oh, it's freaking Billy Crystal. God damn. I should have known that. Like, my friend Christina knows more about, like, Japanese voice actors than English. And she knows, like a lot of more about the actors, like, real life actors than I do. So we're, like, the flip side of each other's coins. Whoops, not what I want to do. Yeah, and again, anybody who might be joining me now and might be wondering what program I'm on, it's right up here in the left-hand corner. It says Paint Tool Sci. Sorry I didn't catch that question like 30 minutes ago, but I didn't show up on my thing. You can tell how my art style is unorthodox because I've just been doing tiny things at a time. I probably shouldn't be working on like the whole picture. Oh yeah, I used to like Whammy when I was younger. That was a fun game too. Hmm. Also, I guess I could talk more. I like board games and word games in general. Sorry for going silent here. I'm just trying to. Oh, I don't. My main reason for using Paint Tool Sci over Photoshop SC6 because I don't have that program, and that's my only reason. I would love to have that program, but I don't have the money for it, and I don't know if my cousin has it or is willing to give it up. So it'd be a lot of fun if I did. I've been wanting to get that program. And for obvious reasons, I use this over my Photoshop Elements programs because I've worked with my Photoshop Element program for a long time, and this is just generally better at getting the job I want it done, done, you know? I'm just kind of like an amateur artist. Scratching my head, scratching my head. Okay. I should work in the background a little bit. Whoops. Just color this all gray for a quick moment. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the background, guys. Honestly, I haven't really figured it out yet. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm doing, guys. I have a question. I heard Sarah had a copy of the latest Photoshop and say that you'd like it. Well, as flattering as that would be, I would like to, like, get the program for myself. If even if you were to offer it, that's a very nice offer. But I want to just kind of learn how to completely like master this program, one program at a time. But thank you. Uh, Actually, let's try something else. Let's do like, whoop, not what I want to do. So I feel like if I got like Photoshop, CS6, like I would stop using Psy, which is not something I want to do. And I think my aunt has it, and she honestly said she needed a program like this. So I want to just keep working with Psy until I feel like I need a new program. And once I feel like I need that new program, I'll go and hunt them down. Ugh, getting straight lines is annoying. That's straight enough. Not like it's a major background or anything. Okay, that's dry. Let's see. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Why? Like, all my backgrounds are impromptu. I don't have anything planned for my backgrounds. Because I never think out the background. I always think out the creature that's going. The main focus of it. And then I never think about what I'm going to do next. Which is quite sad. But so like absolutely have no idea what's going on here. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Oh, my voice is really gonna give out soon. I'll probably go for like another 30 minutes and then be done, and then I'll probably stream tomorrow, maybe. Probably stream tomorrow, maybe. Well, that's a promise. Nah. Grammar usage. I know grammars. Don't question me. Whoops. Copy that. There we go. Alien down the hallway sounds bitchin', yeah, doesn't it? I kind of went with this hallway thing. I'm probably going to add like another chain link hallway here, and like, because whenever I think of an alien, I always think of these facilities that they were in. Well, for like a majority of the series. So I don't know how this one's gonna look. Then I don't even know if that's straight. I know for the fact that the floor isn't. Okay. What are you sending me? What's this picture that you send me? Ooh. Okay. That's interesting. I'm gonna copy this picture, copy image, and put it here as a reference that I might use. That'd be interesting. Want it? No, that's not what I want to do. That'd be interesting. Let me see if I can try that. Let's look at that again. See a large hallway there. Perspective! Error. Okay. Hmm. Not really good with backgrounds, so I'm gonna see what I can do about it. Oh, and this pipe's included in there. If you have a very complicated background, I'd probably have to stream tomorrow if I decide to do it. Well, you know, I'll sketch something out. How's that? You can see some of my sketching processes then. Perspective, perspective. Don't judge me on my choice of songs. Oh man, fix the perspective later. Actually, no, let's fix it now. Not text. Then. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's for watching. Hi, people. I feel flattered that you're watching. Surprised you're awake. Like I didn't think anybody would be up this late, except for like myself, like maybe my family. But Oops, not what I wanted. Just go down. Make it a wider hallway than usual. Got my own style of this hallway. Yes. Impromptu hallway. Like a warning lights going off in the background. Warning, 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 danger. No shit. Checking out YouTube to see if there's any questions. What time is it? It's not even 1 here. Yeah, it's only like 11:40 p.m. here. Actually, I might. Good thing I took perspective class. I took perspective class, guys. I'm a genius. Ah, come on. I really have to draw lines for this. That's a little too high. Straight now? No, it's not. Ah, it's still a little too low. Too high now? It's too high now. Ah! Straight? They're straight. Okay. Straightening lines. Straightening lines. Go straight. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I've been silent. I'm just. Ugh! Straighting lines is not easy. It's kind of hard. Probably not too low, isn't it? Sorry, still really silent. Alright, concentrate, I get silent. Bring on, bring on. Okay, cool, those are straight. Alright. I just really need these as guidelines for the, things. I'll save it, because I haven't saved this in a while, and I know exactly what happens if you don't save it. Like, religiously. It's terror. What am I doing? Huh. I should have like a point they're all going to, because right now they're just kind of like, whatever. Oh, there's my vanishing point. Okay. Come along that, and this. Nice. Okay, so they all end there. That's my vanishing point. Uh, Probably be right. Oops, not what I wanted to do. What? Nope. Hmm. Kind of like that height. There we go. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Checking if there's any questions on YouTube. Nope, doesn't look like it. Still a little small. Still a little low. Ah, know, something like that. More like controls, I guess. More like that. I don't know. A complicated background. Why don't you just work on the aliens this time? Like, pretty good start on the back of them now. Like, kind of thrown out. Yeah. So, like, if I have any last questions, and I'm going to be heading off here in a couple minutes, while I just kind of putz around with this alien here. If you have any questions, like, now's the time to speak now or forever hold your peace. And then I'll probably, like, stream tomorrow or something. Like, around the same time this one started. Really depends on what's going on tomorrow. Just give you guys a few minutes to take your questions and I'll take a look at them. So what if you smile like that? Mr. Lonely, oh so lonely, I have nobody to call my own. It should be like a blue, kind of. That thing will drop God. It's not like he, like, actually this should go, like, over everything. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Hold on, I'll take a quick look at your questions in a minute. Just kind of making some food. So look, doesn't it look cooler with your mark? Turn up the screen on that. And then add some more. Much better. overlay, like luminosity. I don't know. Big screen puts it better. Alright, so check out what people have to say. If they have anything to say. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like my drawing. Alright. I'd just like to know, oh, hold on. I'd just like to know what, you know, isn't so much a stream, I'd just like to know what you're streaming. Oh, nice! Around the screen, they're fascinated. Ooh. Lol. Okay. I'm glad you're a web designer too. It's nice to see that you were sharing things. I think I'd probably swap over from screen sharing to just showing my face. Oh crap, where'd it go? Oh cool. So it does go down one now. Sorry if the thing's been going in and out, but screen share. Face. Okay, so let's see. I'll save this. No, sorry, save. Okay. But I'm just waiting for my YouTube to catch up. So okay, now that it's kind of caught up. So I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. But I don't know what time. So just kind of keep a lookout. I might start streaming at like 9 or 10 p.m. tomorrow. But if that's going to happen, I'll try to notify people through like Google Plus or something. That lag on my Google, not on my Google, but my YouTube. Like I don't want to end the stream and just have it like cut off. But see you all have a good night, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye.